This is Paul Donovan from UBS's Global Economics Department. Those who clung to the idea of inflation as a potential threat are now clinging weakly to the ropes, knocked down by the forceful combination of a banking crisis, an economic slowdown, and basic economic good sense. Ahead of tomorrow's UK inflation report, the British Retail Consortium announced devastatingly weak retail sales, with a 2.2% year-on-year drop in like-for-like sales in October. The BRC sensibly commented, "No doubt retailers will resort to heavy discounting to bolster sales." No doubt they will, if the deflation of producer prices is anything to go by. Meanwhile, Australians are experiencing a sharp drop in confidence. Of course, the performance of their cricket team may have something to do with it, though the global recession seems to be the main driver. The NAB Business Conditions Index slumped 10 points to -11, and in a fear-inducing detail, the forward orders were especially weak. From this, one can extrapolate a slowdown in global demand and weaker commodity price pressures in the coming months. What about all the liquidity being pumped into the system? This is not inflationary, of course. Liquidity demand has leapt up. Money supply has to go up to meet it, unless one wishes to repeat the experiences of the Great Depression. There is no surplus liquidity, the banking system is not transmitting liquidity on, and there is no inflation concern. Eurogroup Chairman Juncker was plaintively wailing that European banks had not responded as quickly as he wished in the wake of the government action of Europe. When the banking system normalizes, the excess liquidity will need to be drained, of course, but that's at least 2 or 3 years hence. Moreover, we can be relatively certain that the independent central banks of the world will take the appropriate action when the time comes. The problems of the global banking system now include the problems of American Express. The credit card company became a bank holding company yesterday, following approval from the Federal Reserve. This allows it to access the emergency borrowing and all the other good things that the Federal Reserve can offer its favored financial institutions. In China, Central Bank Chief Zhou has been contemplating the world with a somewhat skeptical eye and has commented that he could not rule out a renminbi devaluation in order to boost exports. Let us hope that this is an instance of obscure central bank humor. An American political establishment that is constituted as Washington will be next year is unlikely to take kindly to depreciations in the renminbi. One can imagine irate senators in Congress demanding retaliation before one could say the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act. That's all for today. Have a good day.